Sowore threatens to shut down Nigeria if 2027 mandate is stolen. Nigeria's 2027 presidential election is already generating intense political debate, but a recent declaration by African Action Congress presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore has raised an important question. How far should a presidential candidate go to defend an electoral mandate? Speaking at the 2026 Nigeria Bar Association Annual General Conference in Port Harcourt, Sowore warned that if he wins the 2027 presidential election and anyone attempts to steal his mandate, he will resist it, even if it costs him his life. More dramatically, he vowed that Nigeria would be shut down if his mandate were stolen.
I'm serious. I am standing here. If anybody takes a vote on an election I won, the person will not be president of Nigeria. I can assure you that. Even if we take my life. And it is the reason why we must not rely on judges and lawyers to determine our elections. I came here because I was told that to win election in Nigeria, you must be friendly with lawyers and judges. We don't want our elections to go to your courts again. We must determine the winner of the election on the day of the election, so that the only thing a lawyer will do in an election is to help us swear in the winner of the election. Nothing more, nothing less. If we can't get that, we shut down the country until we get the right leader who won an election. There is no way we can win if we don't fight. And there's no way we can lose since we are fighters. Yes, we will win. No, we will not accede if it's not free, fair, and credible. Thank you. No.
This is a powerful political statement, but it must be examined carefully. Sowore's argument is based on a fundamental principle. Votes belong to the people, and politicians should not simply surrender when they believe those votes have been manipulated. He also criticized the practice of relying exclusively on the courts after disputed elections. According to the report, Sowore urged Nigerians to learn from the 2023 experience and actively portray their votes at polling units and during the collation process. There is an important truth here.
There are people in this hall in large numbers in 2023 who voted in an election, said they won, and abandoned the mandate. They did nothing to fight for their mandate. Don't make that mistake of voting for those kind of people again in your life. I'm serious. I am standing here. If anybody takes a vote on an election I won, the person will not be president of Nigeria. I can assure you.
Election protection cannot begin after the results have already been declared. Political parties must have properly trained polling agents. Citizens must understand the voting and collation procedures. Results must be accurately recorded, and electoral officials must be held accountable for their actions. But there's another side to Sowore's statement. The phrase, "shut down Nigeria," is extremely serious. In a democracy, citizens have the right to peaceful protest. Candidates also have the right to challenge electoral irregularities through lawful means. But political leaders must be careful that strong rhetoric does not encourage supporters to resort to violence, destruction, or attempt to paralyze this country. Nigeria has experienced enough political tension, electoral violence, and public unrest. The 2027 election should not become another battle in which politicians mobilize angry supporters after the votes have been counted. Instead, the focus should be on making the electoral process so transparent that there is little room for manipulation in the first place. And this brings us to another important issue. At the NBA conference, Sowore was not the only political figure demanding changes in Nigeria's political system. Peter Obi, Rotimi Amaechi, and other political actors also debated security, policing, fuel subsidy, and governance. The discussion showed significant differences in their approaches to Nigeria's problems. There was even a heated exchange between Sowore and Amaechi, demonstrating just how competitive the political environment is becoming ahead of 2027. But Nigerians should ask every candidate this question: what exactly will you do if you lose? It is easy for politicians to say they will defend their mandate when they believe they have won. The real test of democratic maturity is whether they can accept defeat when an election has been independently demonstrated to be free, fair, and credible. And at the same time, accepting defeat should never mean accepting electoral fraud. If an election is genuinely compromised, candidates should have the courage to challenge it, but through constitutional and peaceful means. And that responsibility does not belong only to politicians. It belongs to INEC. It belongs to the security agencies. It belongs to political parties, and it belongs to Nigerian voters. The 2027 election must therefore be about more than personalities. It must be about whether Nigeria can conduct an election in which every legitimate vote counts. Sowore's warning should therefore serve as a wake-up call, but not a call to chaos. The message Nigerians should take from this controversy is simple. Protect your vote. Demand transparency. Hold politicians accountable, but defend democracy without destroying the country democracy is supposed to serve. But at the end of the day, Nigeria is bigger than Sowore. Nigeria is bigger than Obi. Nigeria is bigger than Amechi. Nigeria is bigger than Tinubu. And Nigeria must remain standing regardless of who wins the 2027 presidential election. While highlighting his achievement as ex-Minister of Transport, Amechi asked Sowore to shut up while others are talking, and they will not win the 2027 election.
Playing to the gallery will not make you win the election. You will not win. Now, why Sowore will not win is not you shouting. There are no more than 24,000 lawyers who are here, and there are 93 million voters. So 24,000 should vote for Sowore and see whether he will win. That's not the issue. Let's go to what he said. Who are those from Lagos? There is Lagos Abeokuta, Lagos Ibadan Railway is working or not? In my time, it was working. I don't know what's happening under Tinubu. There is Abuja Kaduna Rail working or not?
What happened?
Now, where are Rivers lawyers? Please take Sowore around. Where are the Rivers lawyers who are present? Take Sowore around.
Okay.
Sowore, I said I built that road. I built this road. I built this primary school. I built that primary school. Sowore, what is your experience?
All right, go.
When politicians are talking, close your mouth.
Yes. Lawrence.
Definitely, if it is free and fair, we will accept. If not, we will not accept.
Dr. Amechi.
There will be no need for the question. We are the most tribalized candidate, if you look at where we're coming from. So we win. We are not Yoruba, we are not Igbo, we are not Hausa, we are Nigerian candidate.
Photo shoot for all of us. And Mr. Clement Umoyele.
This is Starjays Media. Do not forget to subscribe for free. Like, comment, share for more news analysis.